From time to time, I like to go through the pictures that I took from different trips because I always believe pictures ages like wine. And this time I would like to talk about the Kodak Eastman XX. And it's my favorite black and white film. The reason why I like it so much, not just because of its character. I know it has wide grayscale and sharpness, but most importantly, I always bring this film in my trips. And every time when I look at these images, it reminds me the moment and the memories that I had in these trips. So the Kodak XX ISO speed is at 250, but most of the time I shoot at 400 because it gives me more flexibility to shoot indoor or outdoor. And also at ISO 400, it gives me the perfect contrast that I need, especially the highlights. With its stunning tones and dynamic range, any developers in the market could have it develop nicely and result in good sharpness. Comparing the Eastman XX with the Tri-X, the later one gives you relatively harder sharpness and also the coarser grains. But if you like softer tones and used it with vintage like a glass, then XX for sure is something that you're looking for. So right now I have finished loading the XX into my M2. I always prefer M2 more than my MP, but I'll explain next time. So if you're pushing this film, never forget to set the right ISO in the light meter. You can always bring a pen with you so that you can write down the ISO that you shoot with after you finish a roll. So now I'm gonna bring you guys to Sham Shui Po to do some street photography with me. So Sham Shui Po is one of the busiest area in Hong Kong, and there are just too much going on every day. So I'm going to use this XX film in Sham Shui Po. With a black and white film, it's great to look at different lights and shadow so that you can create some absolutely amazing shots. It is always fun to use different structures, such as buildings and textures. You could also create geometry using different highlights and shadow area. In this busy and crowded area, it is very important to make yourself invisible to others. Another good thing about this XX film is that it has great dynamic range, and it can recover so much details in the shadows and highlights. Even with the harsh light on the ground, you can still see so much texture captured in this image. But I'll only recommend you to shoot up to 800 ISO because it will be too contrast and grainy. And Kodak XC110 dilution B is my usual developed formula for Kodak XX. If you would like to know more about this film, check out my website. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. And I'll see you next time.